Hi friends, welcome back to QPLearn Online Education Learn Perfect. I request you to please press subscribe button for new updates of our channel and the videos. If you already subscribed, no need to press the subscribe button. Okay, now the today is one of the new topic. So that is the last topic of Gauss law, that is the application of Gauss law, that is the last topic. The last topic is that the electric field intensity due to a uniformly charged thin spherical shell. Clear? Here is also we have to identify the electric field intensity. Again the target is E. We have to identify electric field intensity. So here we have considered one of the allospherical shell. So this red line, so that is the shell, allo shell. So from center to up to here to the surface of this shell, that is the capital R is the radius, and this is the dotted line, that dotted line is called, that is the Gaussian surface. Okay, just we assumed the Gaussian surface. So at this point P, just we have to calculate the what is the electric field intensity, and here there are three different steps are there, and three targets are there. So first target, just we have to identify at this point P. See, at this point what is the electric field, and then after the second one is on the surface. On the surface, see, this is the surface. On the surface, what is the electric field? And then finally we have to identify inside the circle, inside the sphere, what is the electric field. Okay, here total three targets. The first target, see, first one we are doing, the first one, the point outside the cell, outside the shell. Outside the cell. Okay, first target. So outside the cell means that is the P, at this point P. So here that is the P. At this point what is the electric field? Again I will apply the Gauss law. According to Gauss law, you know very well, that is the flux, the outward flux is equal to, so Q divided by epsilon naught. Clear? Then the flux, you know that, so that is the flux, the total flux which is moving at the considered in a closed area. So that is the integration of E into ds, which is equal to the Q by epsilon naught. Clear? So this is only the magnitude. Just we have to add the direction. So direction you know very well, in the previous derivation I shown you. So just we have to add cos theta, E into ds, the cos theta, including the direction, which is equal to the Q by epsilon naught. Clear? Just you observe that ds, this ds and electric field, considered area, here the at point P, considered area direction and electric field direction, both are in the same direction. So that angle between these two is 0, these two is 0 degree. Clear? So that just you substitute here integration E into ds, the cos 0 degree is equal to the Q by epsilon naught. Clear? So cos 0 is, it is 1. So that finally what is left, E into ds is equal to the Q by epsilon naught. So E you take outside, so E integration into ds is equal to the Q by epsilon naught. Then integration of ds is E ES is equal to the Q by epsilon naught. Then okay, now you see that here what is that? ES is equal to the Q by epsilon naught. What is S? S means it is the surface area. Surface area of the sphere is, one formula is there, that is surface area. Okay, the surface area of sphere is, so 4 pi r square. So r is the radius here from center to at this point P. R is the small r is the radius from center to on the surface is the capital R is the radius. So we have to take small r. Okay, 4 pi r square is the surface area of the sphere. Now I will substitute here in this. So E into the 4 pi r square is equal to the Q by epsilon naught. Then our target is E, so that E is equal to this 4 pi r square you send that side, so automatically this will become 1 by 4 pi, this epsilon naught I will add here, and here charge Q divided by this r square I will put. Okay, this is the formula of to identify the electric field intensity at a point outside the sphere. Are you clear? This is the first target. This is the constant, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is constant, and Q is the charge, amount of charge in that enclosed, and what is the distance, you substitute all and you will get the charge. It is almost similar to the electric field intensity formula. Okay, then we have to go for the second target. Second target is, what is that? The point on the surface. Have you clear? Surface. Point on the surface means here. So point on the surface is almost, see here radius is capital R. There already we derived above, so that equation, that formula I will take, and before that I will put one condition, here small r is equal to capital R, because on the surface, so on the surface means this r we have to use. So for that your same E is equal to 1 by the 4 pi epsilon naught into, in the place of Q as it is you write now, and in the place of small r you just change capital R. Okay, then here one small change is there, just we have to identify the charge. I told you in the previous application, the linear charge density, that is lambda is equal to the Q by L, and the area sigma is equal to charge by surface area, and rho is equal to charge by volume. So these are all the density, linear density, surface charge density and volume charge density. So now I will take the surface charge density. So here, so this density sigma is equal to the Q by S. I want Q outside. So Q outside means you take, what is the Q? Value of the Q is equal to sigma into S. Okay, this S, this Q, substitute in this equation. For example, this is the equation 1 and this is the 2. In this equation you substitute. Okay, see next what you will get. So that is the E is equal to, so 1 by the 4 pi epsilon naught into, so here sigma S divided by, what is that? Capital R square. Okay, now this formula, next I will do here remaining part. So E is equal to, okay, E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Here sigma, let it be as it is. And S means surface area. Surface area of the sphere is 4 pi capital R square whole divided by R square. So here R square and R square is cancelled. Here 4 pi and this 4 pi is cancelled. The finally E is equal to what is left? The sigma divided by epsilon naught is left. So on the surface of uniformly charged sphere, the electric field intensity, which is equal to sigma divided by epsilon naught. So this is the second. And last one, okay, last one is inside, third one. Okay, third one inside the sphere. Inside the sphere. Okay, sphere. So inside the sphere, first of all, inside the sphere the charge is not exist. So that flux, the outward flux, or E into, I'll take this direct, this equation I am copying here. The flux, the total flux E into ds is equal to charge divided by epsilon naught. Here charge is equal to 0, so that outward flux E into ds is equal to 0. The third one is 0 is the answer. So all the three targets, the first target is outside the sphere, and second one is on the sphere. On the sphere is formula this one. Outside the sphere is this one. Inside the sphere is 0, because inside no charges exist. No charge means no field, so that the flux will be 0 or field will be 0, electric field will be 0, that E is equal to 0. Okay, I think you understood very well all the three applications of the Gauss law, and thank you for watching this video, and have a nice day, and bye bye.